Sew washcloths to make hand puppets. Reusing old things to make crafts is a fun and inexpensive activity to do. Not only this, you will also be helping and teaching your children to be environment friendly. Hand puppets are used to tell stories and entertain people. In the past, hand puppets were actually used for religious rituals, storytelling or street theater, and other entertainment purposes. Nowadays, it is used for entertaining your children or even decorating your home. You can actually make hand puppets using old washcloths that you do not intend to use anymore. You can also work with different scraps of fabric and buttons. Follow these steps to make your own washcloth hand puppets. Prepare your materials. The materials that you will need to make hand puppets are as follows: 3 pieces of washcloth, preferably 2 in the same color. Sewing materials: buttons or boggle eyes and glue, wrapping paper, pencil, marker, scissors. Make the pattern for the head and the mouth. Get a compass or any round object with an approximate 4-inch diameter. Take your wrapping paper and trace the circle or make one with your compass. Once done, cut the pattern out following the outline that you made. Cut out the head of the puppet. Take a piece of washcloth and pin the pattern that you made and cut this out. This will be sewn to make the head of your puppet later on. Cut out the mouth of the puppet. Take another piece of washcloth in a different color and do the same. This will be used for the mouth of your puppet. Make the body of the puppet. Take your third piece of washcloth and fold it lengthwise. Pin the edges, leaving ½ inch allowance for the seam. Now take your sewing materials and start stitching along the edge. The tube is going to be the body of your puppet. Stitch the head of the puppet onto the body. Take one of the circles that you made and pin 1/3 of its edge onto the upper opening of the puppet's body. Sew on the pinned parts of the head. Stitch the mouth onto the puppet. Now take the other circular washcloth that you cut and pin the edge onto the opening of the puppet's head. The edges of both circles should be aligned. Stitch the edges of the head and the mouth together. When you are done, you should see the shape of your hand puppet coming together. Sew the lower part of the mouth onto the edge of your puppet's body and turn it inside out. You now have your hand puppet. Decorate your hand puppet. Use boggle eyes and glue them onto the head of your puppet. You can also use buttons or simply draw on eyes with markers. Draw on the lips for the mouth. You can also use additional scraps of fabric to add ears or tails for animal hand puppets, or hair for human hand puppets. Be creative. Enjoy playing with your new hand puppets and make more to add new characters to your story.